buck? Do you want a buck? Ooh, it's time to buck with Brainstory. Do you want to buck with? Do you want to buck with Brainstory? Do you want a buck with Brainstory? Do you want to
Is it already recording? Oh, it is. Cool.
Yeah, it's going.
You got a haircut?
Yeah, I cut my hair. It's too fucking long.
Yeah.
Oh, emo.
I want to cut my shit too. Just don't worry about it. But
Yeah. I know that shit was getting in my way because I don't have AC, so it was like blowing in my face while I drove, and it was just so annoying.
yo, Buckin is tight, man. I was seeing on Spotify right now. It looks good. It looks...
Oh, sick. Thank
Buckin
you.
with Brainstory?
Yeah, dude. I like was like finally making time to like check everything out. It looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you for the feedback too, man.
What do you think of the theme song?
Oh shit. Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's
begin.
we'll begin. So, what up? Welcome to episode 10?
No, it's 11.
11 of Buckin with Brainstory. We have Eduardo Valencia de Quita Penas here. Woo!
And Younger.
And Yanga. And Buye.
And Booyah, yeah, that's I get around. Like that.
Legend. I legend dog.
Where you at right now, bro?
I'm in my house. I'm just kicking it outside. I don't actually have air conditioner, so it's cooler to be like outside, even when the sun's out. It's just like a little bit cooler. So
And it's hot as fucking SB right now, or what?
I think so. Maybe like 100. I don't know.
Damn.
It's been like 100 all the
I
time.
think so.
It's like 100, but it's cool right here. Like
Yeah.
I'm just kicking it, fool, having the fucking little brew, kicking it.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up, man. So what you been doing, man? Like I see you making beats. I see you rocking shit. What you been up to, bro?
Dude, I've had a fucking crazy it's gonna blow your mind. I've had a fucking crazy like year, really, like all of us, but the last like month and a half.
Huh.
Like, so I've been teaching at the prisons through this thing called ACTA.
Uh-huh.
I've been teaching with this cat named Eduardo also, and he's from Cartagena, Colombia, and we're teaching like the he's Afro-Colombian and he drums, so we're teaching that tradition in the prisons, and we've been doing that for like 2 years, and then this year with the pandemic, you know, they shut it down quick. So like, I was teaching, and then with Buye Pongo, we did a residency week-long in Equatorial Guinea in Africa. And the minute we came back, like it was all like coronavirus is happening. And when we left too, but when we came back, it was like, oh, this shit is kind of really serious now. And then immediately we did one class in the prison, and then the next day they were like, hey, you're not going back next week. Like they're shutting it all down. So we need to switch gears because we contracted you guys. So we have this money for you, but you need to work for it. So they started switching gears on like what we do. And we started doing zines, little like magazines on like the Colombian stuff. And after a little bit of that, they switched it. They were like, oh, we're going to do videos. So I had this idea already that I've maybe talked to Tony about like drums in a book and just all the drums, man, because I get all nerded out on like every island or every like in the Latin America or just like the Americas, there's like all these drums. So I nerd out on the fact that they're all there, and there's some that are kind of getting lost just because people don't know, or just the traditions get lost. But long story short, we had to do basically a film for the prison, and I chose mine to just do it on drums. So I spent like a month going to LA and all over, and I met with like 4 different drummers from like the Puerto Rican bomba tradition and Colombian tradition, Panamanian tradition, and a Cuban one called Palo. And I made a little documentary on it, a little short doc over the course of like a month. Dude, it was cool. My homie Andrew Vasquez, shout out, he helped me edit it, and it was dope. And I filmed people and I asked them about like the tradition, their identity, like the spirituality of the drumming, and it was really cool. We packaged it. It came out really nice, man. And I was worried I was worried going out into the world, dude, like to do this thing, because I was, you know,
for
because
sure, dog.
COVID and stuff. But like, I chill with my homie Awa from Milpa, and like he and his wife, they gave me like a fucking limpia and everything, and with an egg, and like, you know, they prayed for me, and they're like, you'll be good, and then just went out, and you know, I take it serious, bro. I take the COVID thing serious.
Yeah.
So mass meeting with people, like masked up, and over the course of that month, finished that work, finished the doc. Um, was working for the station covering the protesting, the actions, and just events,
Uh-huh.
and it was cool, man. And so had this work, and I was like, this summer there won't be that much work because like you guys, like all the gigs got canceled.
Yeah.
But even with all that, dude, like uh went into the studio, rehearsed, had all these like little things, and just like one day had just a fucking massive headache, and then it went away like all quick, and then like 2 days later I couldn't smell anything, like I lost my sense of smell, and I was like, oh shit. So yeah, dude. So then like I had already gotten tested for COVID,
Uh-huh.
because I was like trying to do it every month if I'm like going out, like
Yeah, if you're going out, keeping up with it.
yeah, dude. So I already got tested, dude, but then I lost my sense of smell, then I lost my sense of taste, and I was like, oh shit. And like I just like made phone calls to people and was like, yo, I got all these symptoms, and like called my work. I hadn't been there in like 4 days, so it was good. I was like, yo, since the last time I was there, like I got it. They're like, all right. So then transition to work from home, and just kind of luckily, like I don't live in a building with like my parents or like so because they're elderly, man. They're like in their 80s, so it was fucking scary. But
Yeah.
but I was good, right? I was like, I didn't get a fever or cough or nothing.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was supposed to know my results. They tell you like, we'll call you in San Bernardino County if you get it. We'll call you. If you don't get a call, you don't get it. But I was like, dude, I have to have this shit. There's no way, you know. And then I just kept calling the lab, and they never called me, bro. But eventually, like after like almost 2 weeks,
What?
I just been quarantined. The lab finally, like I called them, and they were like, oh yeah, it's positive. You know, you got COVID. I was like, okay, I knew I got this shit, but this was 2 weeks ago that I took the test, and they never called me, and like, so I was like, damn.
That's whack. Fucked up.
If there's people walking that maybe are asymptomatic or whatever and think that they're good because they never got a call, but obviously there's probably just a lot. But all that shit went down, and it was crazy, and it was scary, and like I was just making music and watching movies and praying and meditating and just like letting time go and just doing work. And I'm negative now, so it's all good. But
damn,
crazy.
So crazy. Something similar happened to our cousin. He same shit basically, but he's good now. But it was just like fucking scary. Like
he got it.
Yeah, and he lost his sense. You know what I'm saying, of taste and smell. He was like a little under the weather, but like
for a
day or two.
Yeah.
And then he just laid low, and you know, because it's like when you think you're like, oh shit, I think I have it. It's like, when is it gonna take that turn to like me being all sick? But it's like,
I would think about that. I'd be sitting there. I'm like, all right, I have it. Like, am I gonna get hit real hard with it, or what does it mean? And but the worst was the headache that was like just like a couple days before, where it was just like I got a random ass headache. I don't even know why. And then all of a sudden, like the sense of smell, and I was like, all right, I think I got this. And but you know, like nobody in my family, my parents, nobody like got it, which I was like praying for that shit.
Universe, dude. Yeah. I'm glad that you're healthy. You're still fucking.
I know,
doing
man.
what you do.
You got that limpia. That's why.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I got like the flu, and that shit on my birthday, and that shit fucked me up. But
what, like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, like my test came back negative, and
for your mind, huh?
Yeah, like those 2 weeks were fueled with like.
And I was with this fool, like, so I got scared.
Everybody
I thought, like, I live with my grandparents, so it's like, but.
Yeah, for me, it went from like, I don't know anybody that has this to like, oh shit, I got it. And it was crazy.
Shit ain't no.
So yeah, I'm good, man, but I haven't, like, I left my house like twice in the past like 32 days.
Damn.
I just been here, but I mean.
When did you find out you got it?
Huh?
When did you find out that you got it?
almost 2 weeks after I got tested. So by the time I actually found out, this was like 3 weeks ago. By the time I actually found out, I had been without symptoms for like,
Yeah, like you were probably already
yeah,
over it.
yeah, maybe. But then it was hard to get testing out here in San Bernardino. Like places were not taking appointments, and eventually I found a spot that did, and yeah.
Yeah, same in LA. Like when this fool got sick, we were like, "Fuck, we gotta get tested ASAP," and it was just like so hard to find anywhere
there
that
wasn't
would
shit.
take you.
Everybody was testing because of July 4th.
Yeah,
That's like what I think why they're all booked, and some places were trying to tell me like you can get a test on August 10th.
I saw that too,
No,
dude.
dog. Like, there's no point.
yeah.
You just gotta go to Orange County because those dumbasses don't believe it's real.
Like, go get tested.
There's
over
like
there,
a million appointments. Everyone's like, it's not real.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I did have to drive to LA to get tested though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I took 2 tests actually.
Uh-huh.
Because my job, they want 2 negatives.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of the protocol if you have it, is that you gotta get 2 negatives and shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I didn't.
Yeah.
Know.
That's what I heard. I mean, all this shit is like not really communicated well. You know what I'm saying? As far as the information of like what to do type shit. It's kind of
Yeah. It's scary, bro. I mean, like.
Hey, my friend, this opera singer I went to school with, his grandpa died from COVID.
No shit. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah, a bunch of people died in the nursing home.
Oh yeah.
They got it from the healthcare workers, but his family's all Trumpy. They don't believe it was. He was like perfectly healthy, and they like don't believe it was COVID. Like they're like his whole, like everyone in his family except for him is super Trumpy, and they're all like denying like, oh, it wasn't COVID. Like he just he's old.
So weird that people are like that. Trump supporters are like that, bro. Like,
This shit is weird as fuck.
it's fucking weird.
There's a lot of manipulation for nasty, evil gain, pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, using politicizing the virus. Like this has nothing to do with Democrats
Politics
or
or
Republicans.
anything.
Like,
No,
this is natural nature.
Health
like,
crisis, yo. Like fuck.
come on, dog. You don't need to put bleach in your veins.
That shit was,
That's like so dumb.
that was other crazy shit. Or
I heard people actually did that.
Yeah, and they died. Like fools died.
that was a weird one. At least the other one, hydroxychloroquine. Like people was like, I mean, people died from that too, but that's just the medicine. I don't know, dude.
It makes a little more sense.
Maybe I don't know. I had to take malaria medicine when I went to Africa with Buya Pongo, and that shit has made me fuck me up, dude.
Yeah.
I took one called mefloquine versus it's like another type. Yeah, that shit is nasty, dude. It was like gave me like anxiety. I felt depressed. Like I had trouble sleeping, and we were getting jet lag on the other side of the world. But I had like trouble sleeping. It would fuck with my intestines, like my gastrointestinal.
Oh shit.
Crazy, dude. For the whole time in Africa, and then when we came back for like another month, I was still just like all out of it from that shit.
What?
From just one dose, or did you have to take a bunch of it?
The one I got was I took one a week for 7 weeks. So like 2 for the week, 2 weeks before we went to Africa, and then one when I got there, one while I was there, and then like 3 or 4 more the weeks I was back. So I was on it for like over a month, once a week. So I guess it was just like
Built up and yeah.
strong dose all at once, and like it was just fucking me up.
Damn. Fuck.
Damn.
Crazy, dude. Like, and that was only a couple months ago that all went down.
Dude, that's the crazy part of this whole shit. Like, it was only a couple months ago that, like, I was, out. Were out and about. We played a show in February. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and right now, and how we've been living for the last like 5 months, it's just like night and day. Like, makes that shit feel like 2 years ago type shit. You know what I mean? Because we've been like living in lockdown for like so long.
All this time to yourself and shit.
Dude, I feel like when that shit was first starting, it was dope. I mean, it was like not dope, but it was interesting for me because I'm like, I basically live by myself, and it'd be like, all right, and I'm very used to like going out and doing shit, like and that's how I would get my interaction with people.
Yeah.
And then being home would be like I chill, like this is peace. But then when you're forced to be there, you're like, damn, like I'm facing all my demons or I'm facing all the shit I haven't.
Fuck yeah, dude. For real.
I'm like, damn, why did I do that? Or like, why did I say that? Or why did I behave like that? You start like really sitting with it. So I thought it was dope. And then like recently, I've been seeing all like the like women coming forward against like
Mm-hmm.
rapey like fools like from just I mean I saw it on the internet and I didn't know any of people there, but I was
Yeah.
just thinking in my head like, man, like these women were probably like anybody just sitting at home and having to like process this and confront it and overcome it, and then go through the whole steps of mourning through it maybe, and then just at the end of it just be like, nah, fuck that, and then
Yeah.
Speaking up. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like I was like, that's a one dope thing that has happened out of this is that
Mm-hmm.
I think because capitalism makes us like have to boom, boom, doom, doom. You gotta make money. You gotta
You're
do
distracted.
this, and so you don't got no
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? To really take care of yourself in that way, to process what is happening to you or what's happened to you in the past. Like personally, I went through that same the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Like there was a time period where I was just like crying every day, like because I unpacked so much crap that was like in the distant past, my childhood, all kinds of shit. And
yeah.
it's like it feels like humanity is like the earth is like, go to your room, like think about what you did.
Yeah.
And so everyone's thinking about what they did and they're all fucked up. Like like, and so now's the time to like at
grow.
least,
Mm-hmm. And heal
to
shit.
reflect and it's like we don't have any other choice. It's like,
Yeah.
That's
like
the best
right
thing we
in
could
your
do with our
face.
time is fucking look at all this shit and try to make a change.
Yeah. It's a big eye opener, you know what I mean? And then yeah, it's just like fuck, like with all the time that you have, it's just like and it's insane that we don't have this time. Like a time to reflect like in our somewhat whatever normal life. Like we're not awarded that. You know what I mean? Like
Even though we need it,
we
it's
need
like
it so
part of our
bad.
fucking health, like drinking water. Like
I feel like me being in San Bernardino or like in SoCal, like the weather's typically so good. You don't like even in San Bernardino when it's hot right now. Like I'm kind of used to it, so it's like it's good. There's no real reason to be
Inside.
shacked up. But like I'll talk to the homie Filiberto, who you guys know in
Yeah.
Minneapolis. When the winter hits, they'll be like that out for like 3 months, and
You're
I'm
right.
like, we don't do that shit here. Like you're not out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking to this dude. I did an interview with this dude and he coming out of Jersey, I think, or something like that. And he was asking me about like what my impression of New York was when I first went, and because we like recorded the album over there and stuff. And I first went in the winter, which is like totally shut down. Like no one's trying to go out. Everybody's bundled up, covered up. You know what I'm saying? But then we went to record and it was in the summer. And like the groove was different. The tempo was different. Like the whole shit, like everybody was popping off. And that was one thing that I never really like, living out here, it's just like it gets rainy and that's like the most severe like type shit. You know what I mean? Like, but you can still go out in it. You know what I mean? It's not like snowed in type shit. And that was one thing that I noticed that like a lot of other people around, United States, just even, they go through that groove of the seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like our groove of the season is like kind of loose, like, California. You know what I'm saying? Like,
be dope all year round.
yeah, you know what I mean? And it's just like that reflective experience kind of is built in because the season changes so much.
I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm learning like this is kind of like made me like just made me like more calm. It's like I was going out a lot, and I went to a bunch of protests and when I was doing the dog, I was kind of like out and trying to be careful, but then I was forced to just be here and like have to sit on like the fact that like, I got this shit that is everybody, the whole world's scared of. Like, what does this mean? And be home and just kind of work on myself and my craft. But if there was no like internet, I don't know how I would do it. Like
Dude,
no,
for real.
Yeah.
what would I do? Just read a book? But,
yeah. But then you can't go to like get new books either. Where would you have bought any?
I know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did a little book club with the homegirl Morgan and her friends that called Emergent Strategy about fractals and like I guess we could just skip that. We won't even talk about that book. We'll just talk about something else.
That's tight though. I'm interested. I had a book called The Golden Mean, which was like talked about fractals and limits and stuff that basically like flowers and nature's like all like governed by and type shit. Shit's tight.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fucking. Hey, so what do you guys you guys are like you guys are like basically pro musicians and it's part of your livelihood and stuff. Like in talking to people, like has anybody offered insight or do you have insight on like what it looks like for us for as musicians for that like to perform?
I mean, it's not really. I haven't really heard anybody like. I mean, drive-in shit. You know what I mean? We got hit up to do a drive-in concert. People roll up in their cars and just.
You guys got hit up?
Yeah, but it seemed not really set in stone. Like they didn't really have a solid date, but it looked like October or something like that. But and in the desert, you know what I'm saying? So basically, it's gonna probably look like something like that, in your car, and then not in LA or epicenters where there's a lot of people, like outskirts. Because I think this thing we got hit up was in Joshua Tree. So,
Yeah. Or we could go tour.
Oh,
We could probably go tour in Florida too.
what? Why did I do that?
dude, Florida. I heard if Florida was a country, it would be like the third most infected in the world.
Damn, for real?
That's what I heard that shit on a podcast, and I was like, "Is this real?" I haven't looked it up, so I'm just spreading maybe misinformation. But I kind of tripped out on it. I was like, "What?"
Arizona too. Like my aunt in Arizona was just telling me like people just don't give a fuck. They just like don't.
Those are red states, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a trip, yeah.
What's up with San Bernardino? How is it over there? Like, what is the climate like over there? Like, as far as the coronavirus shit?
Um, a few days, I think like 2 days ago, a 25-year-old woman with no pre-existing conditions, it said passed away from coronavirus. So I'm like, oh shit, that's scary and that's sad. Mostly it's been like older people that are dying, like people in over their 70s, and then like people in their 60s are also the primarily people passing away, and it's getting around, bro. But the problem is that they ran out of tests because I was looking like 2 weeks ago, and it was you couldn't book nothing. Like you had to basically go to urgent cares, and if you have insurance and your urgent care gets you in, you can do it there. But that was it out here as far as what I found, and I was trying to share resources. So I found an LA Times article, and it said that San Bernardino County had ordered, and then the place they ordered from was like, we don't have any. So San Bernardino was like, fuck, okay, so we have to wait. So it delayed testing by about a week. So when I got tested recently in San Bernardino, it was all these cars got in a parking lot and they numbered you and you just had to wait. And they just like, it was about a 2-hour process. And then they came and they, I don't know. Have you guys you guys gotten tested, right?
Yeah.
I got tested 2 times in Long Beach, and I have to do a similar thing like that. It was at the Long Beach Community College, and we just like showed up at like 6 a.m. and then had to wait like 4 hours, like because we were like walk up or whatever. So we had to wait in this line, and people started lining up at like 6 a.m.
Damn.
And it only took 100 people, so it was like if you try to show up at like 9 or whatever, because they open at 10. Like they would just be like, no, it's too. You got to show up at like 6.
Wow.
So we sat in the car and like slept, and Kate was like reading a book and stuff, and just like chilled in the car for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's important, dude. But out here, like earlier, I was driving not like middle of this whole thing so far. I would drive around San Bernardino, and people wouldn't wear masks. I would go even into convenience stores, and nobody would be wearing masks and shit. Yeah, this is like. It would feel fucking. I would never like to be like San Bernardino's ghetto, but it would feel fucking ghetto, man. I'd be like, damn, like you don't give a fuck.
Like, yeah.
Like, yeah. So
I felt like I had a delayed, like spike. You know what I'm saying? Like when, as far as I knew, like when LA was spiking, San Bernardino was like, oh, it's kind of chill or whatever. You know what I mean? So there was like a
It made it, but you knew it was coming, right? Like it was like
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit made its rounds, homie.
It's
Dude.
still coming around, dude. Like
Yeah.
more and more people that like are like, oh, like dude, a 32, 33-year-old dude passed away that I went to high school with.
Say it again.
A 32-year-old dude that I went to
Rialto.
high school from Rialto passed away.
I I seen that, man. I saw that. I was like, that was my age right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, dude. I don't get this shit, man. I don't understand.
Super random.
I don't understand what's going on. I hear it. I watch the news, and I'm just like, so it's just like this shit is just odd.
Yeah.
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 And it's trippy to me, but
My cousin's cousin passed away from COVID.
Oh shit.
yeah, are you serious?
Yeah, he's pretty.
You know people that have actually passed from this.
Yeah, he's pretty young too. He's a little older than me. He's probably like mid-30s.
Damn.
But he was pretty unhealthy. Like he was like pretty overweight and stuff.
Mm.
But it seems random because I hear like healthy people are getting it, and then you got it and barely had anything, and then
Yeah, our cousin.
people are asymptomatic. So like random. It's like
Yeah, hard to detect who's really at risk, you know, like on some shit
Yeah.
like that's gonna
Yeah.
get
It also goes to show like how Americans treat their bodies. Like period. Like all that time when you were not treating your body like a temple, eating all this chemical ass bullshit food.
Yeah.
Now,
Man.
like those people are probably like, fuck, so scared. You know, if you get that shit and your body is not strong.
yeah.
Yeah, shit. It sucks, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's just it's scary, but maybe it's an opportunity to like rethink our food supply. I mean, like rethink how we slaughter animals and shit. I'm not a vegetarian, but I think it's fucked up how we kill animals
Yeah.
and like supply the fast food chain of like quick meat and shit. And
Yeah.
somebody posted in that group chat about McDonald's meat or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's like barely graded above like dog food meat, you know? I was like, oh.
Yeah, because they put arsenic just to make it edible.
I watched
Crazy.
this thing about the McRib the other day. About how they make the McRib. That shit was so disgusting.
I've never even thought about that.
It was like
What do you mean they make it? It's not just a pig rib?
no, because there's no bones in it.
Boneless.
But they shape the meat to look like it has bones in it. It's fucking gross.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Oh shit.
it's like a mushed up like pork, and then they put it into a mold and then freeze it, and it looks like a piece of ribs. But it's literally just a mold.
Oh.
So when you eat it, it's like some fucking mashed up pork weird shit with like
All these chemicals.
Caca.
ugh.
Nuggets, bro. I seen that video of them
Nasty.
making nuggets, and that shit.
I've
is
seen that in
fucked
like high school or something.
up.
Like that pink weird like
Pink.
Yeah, it's not
like
it.
soft serve thing.
dude. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to Carl's then now.
Yeah, I'm sure they're better. The stars, dude. The
Oh,
stars.
Western bacon, spicy Western.
I haven't gone to Baker's in a long ass time.
Oh, I had it yesterday.
Me too.
Oh, did you? Were you guys out here?
No, the homie
Picked it up for you guys?
Yeah.
That's the homie right there.
Yeah, full
Full
chip came
chip.
through.
You made him drive that out to you?
He was trying to like
He-
get a little bit.
He offered.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's cool.
"Hey,
Shit.
Baker, I'm gonna be
Well, just because I haven't left my house really, but it's been cool, man. I've been making beats and shit, chopping beats, learning
Yeah.
that stuff.
I heard some of those.
Some
Pretty sick, dog.
Thank you. I'm just like, dude, I got like really like obsessed with that Mad Villainy record and just thinking about how things are chopped and being like, man, I want to chop music that I like with the same idea with different like on different beats of the rhythm and then loop them and rearrange them and stuff. So I just been kind of spending almost every day just doing that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should look at there's a Red Bull, I think it's a Red Bull Music Academy lecture or like discussion with Madlib and some other dude.
I've seen like half of that because it's long. It's like an hour and a half or
Yeah,
something.
watch the whole thing. It's dope as fuck though. It's super
Yeah,
sick.
I've been watching all these Mass Appeal ones
Mhm.
where they like take producers. They just grab 3 records and then just start chopping them. Like take them in the studio and listen, and then just chop them up and shit.
Yeah. There's another series that's pretty cool. Fuck, what's it called? It's like a 10 minute. They give them like 10 minutes to make a beat, and it's like all these producers, like Mind Design, like other fools. I think Kenny Beats might have done. And you can see their process because they only have 10 minutes, so they're doing everything like, all right, like here's my drums. I'm just gonna pick this real fast and do.
Yeah, it's
Kiefer did one that was like the best one ever. Kiefer.
Okay.
Nah. Stone's Throw. You should check them out.
Yeah.
My design's on Stone's Throw too. Is it a Stone's Throw? Like they're doing it?
It's some like random thing. I don't remember the name though right now.
Are you guys rehearsing still? I mean, yes. Yeah, you guys jamming the other day.
We're recording for the most part.
Right there at the studio.
Yeah, right here. Just meeting up and just trying to get some work done. You know what I'm saying? Like just to get more content happening.
Yeah, we're working on an EP right now.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Not yet.
Quarantine Dream.
What about your pops?
He's good.
Like, they're just fucking chilling.
He's chilling. They're chilling.
Making ribs.
Making
What's-
rib.
Your mom's not working, is she?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
dude.
fucked up
They're all
thing.
freaked out about it.
Yeah, that's
My mom's working. She
a teacher, basically.
she's a nurse teacher, teaches nursing, and they got a new chancellor or whatever for her school, and this fool
Trumper.
supposedly he's a Trumper, and he's like, yo, you guys gotta go back. They opened the school up, dog. Like a regular, like people are in a building
Right now?
exposed. Yes.
What?
And she's all pissed because he's like, I can do all this shit at home.
Yeah, it's some private, like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of that. It's a situation like that where he went out of his way to get like a mandate, like, oh, this is
His business school.
Necessary, whatever they're calling it, essential business.
Essentially, yeah.
But it's just totally bullshit. And she tried to call the labor bureau, and they're like, well, if he has that paper, we can't do nothing about it. So it's just like,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she needs to just look into it more and find a way to fucking stop this fool from having a school open. Like, no fucking schools are open. Like,
Yeah, if
why
kids' schools are not open, why is adults allowed? Like,
Yeah.
why are adults allowed? That's stupid.
bullshit?
My
God,
mom was
man.
working. She was working from home, and then they were like, okay, everybody can go back now. And then like somebody at the office got COVID, and then they just like sent everybody back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure we all do. We got homies that are teachers and shit. Like, that shit's scary, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You know what's even scarier is getting a job.
You guys unemployed right now?
Goes and shit, and then that unemployment, man. Fuck.
You're gonna I was just about to apply for unemployment because I was working.
Yeah.
Well, I was working. I had work.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't unemployed, but then now that that's over, I'm like half employed. So I'm like barely. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm barely about to like get into that for
You should.
maybe the summer or the rest of the year.
You might have some back pay that they'll pay you.
Crazy.
Sometimes people have been getting that when they apply and it's been late. They have some back pay, but I don't know exactly how it works. But
Which just
they'll
depends
give
on
some
when
money.
you became like
Unemployed. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, dude, but I don't know. I don't want to fucking get a job. I don't think there are that many jobs.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like, what job can you even get right now?
And you're risking yourself for COVID. Everybody who's working right now is all at risk. They open those bars open on Juneteenth because they're fucking racist bastards, and they stayed open for a week. Because I have a homie, he's a bartender, and he was trying to say like, "Oh, come through, I'll get you." I didn't come through, and then their shit shut down because everyone got COVID in the freaking bar.
Scary, bro. In LA?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was going downtown working on that documentary.
Yeah.
My homie offices in downtown, and there would be just bars open, dude. People just kind of hanging out.
Oh, yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, and right there in downtown, I was like, oh shit! Like I was like, I don't think this is the move, but but I was like, I'm not gonna go in there and shit. But then I still got, I still fucking got coronavirus, and
Fuck. Damn it.
yeah, man, I wish I would have gotten it doing something dope or trying to sneak around with some girl or something, but nah, dude, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just like I'm just kind of doing my thing and then I just get it anyways. Like fuck.
Hey, honestly, that's kind of cool. Like, I got coronavirus doing a cool documentary on drums for prisoners. Like,
Yeah, that's sick. I want to
that's
see
pretty
that.
sick, dog.
I want to see that actually.
Yeah, like I was going to put it up and I'll send you guys the link so you can watch it.
Yeah,
I was gonna share it, but then the homie was, because I had like a longer term vision for like let's do more drums, and he was like, hey, I think we can make it came out good. I think we can make it like a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And,
How long is it?
it's right now it's like 26 minutes,
Okay.
and it's
You did.
Or-
So you did all that shit in a month?
yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Oh.
It was crazy. I gotta give a shout out to fucking Larry Harvey for letting me crash pad in his garage during those LA days. Because go out there and spend like 2 days just like working with people, recording, and then going to the homies and chopping it up and all that. And the homie Andres, his partner, shout out to her name is Celine Santiago. She works with an org that she's like sits on a board or is a part of an org that does work within the community of people preserving arts or something like that. I forget the name of it. Equity art something. And she nominated me for like dude, they gave me a fucking grant, so I got a little bit of cash for it. Yeah, dude, a little bit, which was dope because I like got COVID and wasn't like really working that much. So I was like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden that came through, and that was just the other day. I was like, oh shit, like this is amazing. I got a little bit of money.
Yeah.
The homie wants to keep working on it, and so we're gonna keep working on it. But I'll send you guys just like the link.
Yeah.
That way you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Sick, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
Dude.
what's Keita doing? What are you guys up to, man? You just laying low, like just
You guys writing?
Yeah, I think like Danny's always writing stuff. Ivan's always working on stuff. Toto too. I've been doing other things, but the main thing is we don't have a space to get all 6 of us together really. So we're basically it's just basically like, no, we're not gonna do that. We have some music, about 4 or 5 songs that we recorded with Jazz Cat, and they sound good. So we're just going to drop them eventually, but we're just sitting on them and they're ready. They're all done. And then most recently we started doing we got non-exclusive with a company that does music for ads, and they're trying to work closer with us to do because they like our sound, so they want to work closer with us to do write specific music for stuff like that. And so we're kind of stepping into just doing more of that for the rest.
sick. Yeah, like synchronizing some of the music and
Get that.
Basically just because yeah.
Look up some publishing information so you guys get that shit right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're managed by this crew called Counterculture, and they've been a really good resource, man, because the main dude Vic is really smart and helps us navigate it. And so it's like a non-exclusive publishing with this company, and they're in Portland. They're called Marmaze.
Okay.
And that's how that's basically the plan, is just kind of they've already used some of our songs for some ads. They used they used Papaya in a State Farm ad last year. So that, which is okay, which was, that was a weird deal how that happened, but they reached out and they're just let's do something like this. So that's what we're doing. And that's it, man. I don't think we're gonna take any live performances or or video things unless it's paid or something, because we just can't really do it, man. And everybody's kind of busy and spread out, so we're learning to produce from home, and that's kind of why I've been just learning to produce and shit.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's hitting us all hard, man. This shit is fucking crazy.
Say it again.
It's hitting us hard, you know what I'm saying? Musicians and artists, it's just Man.
We were supposed to be on tour last week.
Exactly.
We're doing Canada to DC, man. It was gonna be. We were playing some like African music festival in Canada, bro, which is crazy.
Damn.
And we're like, oh my god, and then we're just gonna work our way down. But then that supposed to go to Turkey with Buyapongo.
Damn.
Happened, you know. So it's like, oh, this was gonna be. I never said it to myself, but once it all got canceled, I was like, this was like my year, like.
Yeah, no, same. We dropped our
Honestly,
shit. We dropped
yeah.
our album last year. Like
Yeah.
we were supposed to be out there, like doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like to get more people listening. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It's crazy. The future is so unknown at this point. You know of what
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think like on the festival, like the festival circuit, like which was what we were trying to step into. Just do
Mhm.
that. I don't know, maybe 2022 is what I'm guessing.
That's what I'm, dude. At this rate,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know.
It's like
I already
like
told
that.
myself like, hey dog, you ain't gonna get laid in a long time. Better get used to it. Better get used to it.
But
I wonder what this does for that. Do people just like shack up and just like you need to ride or die because you could die?
Oh,
Sad, bro.
dying for the booty. Damn.
2022.
Two tests.
wishful thinking.
In order to hit the skins, you got to get 2 tests. You got to like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta show documentation and wear a
Yeah.
mask.
I think maybe it'll make people just like honest, or like really paranoid or something.
Yeah. For sure.
Just like, damn, she's cute, but then you're like, fuck, I don't, they could be an asymptomatic carrier.
Yeah. She looked like she got COVID. I can't fuck with it.
Or she'll have to wear a mask and one of those shields
Nah.
with gloves.
No face to face.
Yeah, like
That's
don't
fucked
touch
up.
me. Like
You gotta
wear
do-
gloves still.
You gotta do doggy style, so no one's face to face.
I think you figured it out.
That's
I'm
the
gonna-
COVID hack.
You figured it out. I'm gonna be like, my friend said that we have to do a doggy style.
My homie who's a doctor. My homie who's a
Yeah.
doctor.
Got it?
Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude. So there's that, and then there's not actually being able to maybe like within the next year we'll be performing, but I don't know what it looks like, man. I feel it feels odd, and I don't want to get people sick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I mean, we started playing music together and playing shows in like '09, right?
Oh, it's our internet.
Yeah.
And it's like since then, like how long have you gone without even playing a show? Like since 2009, like in the last 10 years, like I can't
It's
even,
true.
you know what I'm saying? It was such a big part of like,
At least once a month.
yeah, at least
I
once.
really feel a void in my life because that's like I don't go to church. I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like come together in a community and do anything spiritual, but I get spiritual on the stage.
Yeah.
When I'm making those ugly ass faces, like I'm connecting and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm all fucking ugly looking because I'm just I'm looking to God's face like, what's up, dog? Ah! And like I don't got that now, so I have to like reroute that.
Yeah.
Experience it.
You look pretty attractive with that face.
Yeah.
You guys can still rehearse, though, right? Like that's pretty.
Yeah,
cool, man.
we're at least
Kinda.
fortunate right now to be healthy and trying to stay safe to be able to still
Getting
meet
the
up.
testing and shit every month or so.
Yeah.
It's different though when you don't have an audience.
Oh, that's it. You guys meet up like once a month?
No,
We meet up every week.
we've been meeting up weekly.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to be the move. I mean, well, now that I'm good, but before even like I got COVID, like Danny would come over, we just sit there and work on music together, shit like that. But to get like 6
Yeah, 6 heads.
bandas, like 6 people, and
That's
we
kind
don't
of
have. We had. I mean, we used to rehearse right here at my crib, and yeah, it used to be us 6 would be crowded already, but it would be dope. We'd be all sweating and like it'd be fun. But now it's like it's just like a hazard, It's like
Yeah.
not a thing we can do, man. So
What if you did like outside and then with masks on?
I thought about that, like doing
6
it
feet
right
apart,
here.
like and you're outside. You can probably do that.
It's true, man. I'm weighing all the fucking options, but that seems like the only way to do it is to
Mm-hmm.
muting for some reason.
Uh,
All right. But I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna do that. I'd have to just make it. I'd have to just plan it, man. And
Yeah.
how you guys spend it?
Trying to play more of the instrument, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
get lost in the guitar
Shedding.
shit again, but
It's woodshedding.
Yeah.
I've been playing to recordings a lot, so like learning a bunch of songs by ear. Like I'll think of any song that I like. Like when I learned like "I'm Your Puppet" by Bobby Purify or whatever. I just thought of it because that's a song my dad would put on when we would go to church. I would hear it all the time because they listen to oldies. And then I just learned them, and I started. You know what I mean? I've learned like 6 or 7 songs, just finding ones that I like and then learning them by ear.
yeah.
Doing that. Because sometimes I can't even write anything.
Yeah.
It's just like all these intense emotions.
Yeah, I've been watching Seinfeld. That shit's fucking funny, dude. Like,
I've seen every episode of Seinfeld like 5 times.
dude, and it's always so
when
fucking
I stayed at
funny.
your apartment, that's all I did. Like for hours.
I'm sleeping, bro. Hey, I've never watched like maybe one episode of Seinfeld in my life.
Go season 3.
Yeah.
Funny, you
won't-
can't deny it.
Yeah, it's
Can't
funny.
deny it. Yes.
I watched a shit ton of comedy.
Yeah.
I would do that because I would feel some days I'd feel like fucking depressed, or maybe some days
Yeah.
I'd be depressed. I just watch comedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's kind of the kick I'm trying to kind of been on.
Comedy?
Yeah, comedy. Just trying to laugh and just like, laugh. Just fucking laugh.
You watch stand-up comedy or what?
I was watching a lot of Seinfeld. I was watching Curb, but that was even pre-COVID. I'm always kind of watching comedy, but like, yeah, especially like to combat the like feeling like hopeless. You know what I mean? Like at least try to find something to laugh about it within it.
I watched a lot of like really old Eddie Murphy. I guess not that old, like when he was pretty popping.
Yeah, Delirious and shit.
Yeah, and then just being like, damn, they used to say crazy fucking shit. Like,
It's so homophobic.
It's
I'm like, oh shit, and like people busting up, and I'm like, damn, we've come a long way. Like we're in a different world now.
yeah.
Yeah.
You seen Richard Pryor's live in it's just live in concert, but it's in he's wearing like a burgundy long sleeve shirt. Have you seen that one?
Is that the one where he's like opening for the musician for the band?
I don't know. I know it's like live in Long Beach, out of all places, like Long Beach Coliseum or some shit or something
Oh, it's
like
at
that.
the convention center.
Convention Center in
It's
Long
by
Beach.
by the water.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I watched one recently. I don't remember what it's called, or what he's wearing either. But he's opening for like a band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like a philosopher, like a weird philosopher.
Yeah, dude, especially when he got older. Yeah, Richard is dope because you can see there's a lot of cool footage of like him in small clubs and then him on his big stunt and shit, big shows. And then like when he gets older, when he starts to get more sober, it gets more like philosophizing and he's like goes into these crazy characters. There's some really like heavy, dope, like amazing shit in there in his later career. Not so crazy like rambunctious. It's like more of like like makes you think type shit. Introspective, yeah. Should check it out.
I wasn't doing drugs or drinking no more. I don't even know what his older stuff was.
Yeah, it's like in the 80s. Yeah, he's not really drinking or try. I mean, he's trying to stay away from drugs. Some of it is like he's like after
he lit
he
himself on fire.
Yeah.
Post burning.
Post burning. Yeah, it was. And then there's ones where when he got diagnosed with MS.
When he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, when he's in the wheelchair. But even before that, there's some really cool, interesting shit.
Funny ones. He had one where he was like talking about like
His dick.
yeah, when he's like,
Yeah.
I was trying to jack off and my balls were like, what?
Oh shit! Your balls are like what?
Dude,
That was me
it's-
yesterday.
Whoa. That's another favorite pastime, huh?
oh god.
Let's not open that door because
We're gonna get canceled.
Toxic. Whoa.
no, it's not toxic to talk about jacking off, is it?
I don't
No,
know.
it
it's
shouldn't
not,
be.
it's
It's
not.
Is that what
natural.
we're talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about jacking off.
Yeah,
It's natural.
it's just us by ourselves.
Everybody's in their freaking room or whatever, all sad. All the single people.
All sad. I'm usually really happy.
We'll just put a warning on the screen. It'll be like,
This
we're
next.
about to talk about jacking off for 20 minutes.
Dude, jacking off sometimes just keeps me sane.
For real.
I'm like, why do I feel fucking crazy? And then I'm like, oh, I'm
That's
cool.
not. Oh, I'm good.
I can see clearly now.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, right?
it is what
Yeah,
it is.
for
Baby.
real.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So-
It's, yeah, if anybody wants to know how guys are coping, we're jacking off. It's okay.
Everyone's dying to know.
I think it's, I think if you're not, you should be because it's it boosts your immune system.
It's good for you, right?
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
I
it
like
boosts
that.
it boosts your immune system. Yeah, so do
Hey,
your
back
part.
that's why you didn't get sick from the COVID.
All the way. Yeah.
Fought it off, dude. Just like
You ain't gonna get me. Ah!
oh, when I first like,
Here's COVID.
you know how I noticed I couldn't smell? I ate ketchup, and the ketchup tasted weird. Like, yeah, I had like some French fries, and I was eating the ketchup, and then I was like, this shit tastes fucking weird. Like the fries, I could taste them, I think, but the ketchup, it was the only thing. It felt like metallic or something. I was like,
a lot of times too the taste and those condiments is like chemicals. So if you can't taste them, you're like tasting what it really tastes like.
you think that's what happened? You think I got like on the inside of the fucking?
Yeah.
I could. It tasted weird. fool.
Ketchup? Ketchup
You saw the
matrix?
zeros and ones, dog. Mm-mm.
Dude, so when that shit was like whatever I like read was the zeros. It was like, what is this shit? And then I got like a cotton ball of alcohol, and I tried to smell it, and the temperature of the air going in my nose, I could feel like, oh, that's a different temperature, but I actually couldn't smell it.
Damn.
Oh.
So yeah, so you're like, oh so that's when I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, I definitely have this. And then that's when I started making all the phone calls to everybody. Like,
Yeah, for sure, dude. I'm so happy that you're okay, though.
Yeah.
For reals.
Bravo.
Thank you, God.
Living.
hopefully no long-term fucking effects.
Who knows? But you're
Can you
good
taste
now.
ketchup now?
Yeah, I can actually. Yeah, I was like, have I had some ketchup? Yeah, I have. Man, I could taste everything. It was just a couple days, man. That it was like that, and I was just, you know, preparing. Like, all right, good today, good. Am I good? Like, I'm good. All right, am I good? You're just checking in with yourself. Is this good? You're like, yeah. My shout out to my boss. He like, sent me like some ginger. Sent me like, I mean, shout out. I had a lot of love from homies. Like.
So
Fuck yeah.
So I'm blessed in that sense, and my boss got me like an oxygen meter because that's the thing. You're measuring your oxygen on your fingertips. So I had one. I'd be checking my oxygen every day, checking my temperature, taking vitamin D, taking vitamin C, just like drinking a shit ton of water, eating vegetables, just like praying, just like sitting there like, oh, like, is this, like, what, how about tomorrow? And is you still the same? And then how about the next day? And it's like, all right, I feel kind of fine. And then the next day it's like, oh shit, like I can smell totally normal now. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
mind fuck, bro.
Mind fuck. Damn. Crazy.
Yeah. I tried not to do shit, bro. I tried just to kick it. And
Yeah.
like I was like, I'm not gonna work on music. I had just finished the documentary, and I was like, I'm not gonna work on music. I'm not gonna practice. I'm just gonna chill. Like I'm just gonna chill. I would watch movies and stuff, and then once it was good, man, it was fine. I started like you said, I got a subscription to congachops.com, so I'm just like in there like fucking practicing.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that how they teach the shit?
Well, you know, like they do like the same thing for drum set, like double stroke rolls, 3-stroke rolls, 4-stroke rolls, but with your hands, and then you alternate between like slaps and tones or close muffs, and then flamming with one hand, flamming with the other, and then do a beat, do a groove, and then incorporate the technique, and there's a lot of that shit, dude, and just listening to music. I do Papaya Club with the homegirl Ellie Gomez, you guys know, and Sumo Hair, and we've been raising funds at this, like we just DJ like tropical music. So I just been collecting music, downloading it off the internet, fucking getting lost in that shit. I mean, you guys know how it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
for
going
us.
into the loophole and
Finding
Finding
fucking
some
gold
shit.
nuggets, like treasure.
hell yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
That's,
I don't know.
that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being on here, man. And it's so good to talk to you, man. Fuck
Yeah,
Glad you're okay.
same. It's a privilege that you guys asked me. It's cool, man. We just gotta chop it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's also a good excuse to just check in with the homies and just fucking,
See how we're doing.
Talk.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's cool, and it looks dope, man. I was watching. I didn't know you guys were on Instagram, on Spotify like that. And I was like, oh, this shit is legit.
Oh, we're trying. We're trying, bro.
Trying to be
Fuck,
legit.
you know.
Too legit to quit.
But blessings to you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell the rest of the band we said what up. I hope fucking everybody's being healthy and being safe out there. Good talking, to you, man. Let's link up.
Much love. Well, you already know. I mean, we're kind of. I feel like we're always kind of talking randomly.
Yeah,
for
real.
sure.
We're all kind of like checking in on each other on the socials and shit, and just everybody's living.
Yeah.
We're all kind of in the same boat. We're trying to like survive this shit, but say fuck the system at the same time.
Yeah.
For real. All right, man.
Cool. Y'all stay up.
Yeah.
Until next time, man.
Peace, y'all.
See you.
All right. Love you, dog.
Love y'all.
Love.